Hey guys, Reversal here, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go, and this video will be kind of a different video. It's more a reality check on Pokemon Go. It may seem very similar to a video that I made 5 days ago called The Future of Pokemon Go, but I want you guys to forget about that video for right now, okay? I just did a live stream and it was very eye-opening. In fact, it's the best stream that I've ever done, the most fun stream I've ever done. I encourage you guys to check it out, take a look. I'll leave a link in the description down below if you guys are curious to see how that one went down. But this video will be just the more compact version, the more direct version of this. I want to talk about my honest thoughts on Pokemon Go. So with that being said, before we can get into that, I need to talk about the event that's currently going on, because this event will be linking to my thoughts on Pokemon Go and how it's going to be progressing into the future, right? So, the event that's currently going on is basically, if you look at it from a very logical standpoint, it's an exact copy of the Halloween event that was going on during Halloween. Increased spawns in Pokemon, double candy. In fact, on Twitter, the Pokemon Go Twitter actually asked us, like, what is the type of event we want to see again? And we voted on the double candy, so that's what we got. During Halloween, we got double candy. Right now, we have double candy. I actually take a little bit of issue with this event, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why that is. The way that this event is implanted inside of the game kinda makes it that it's cool for a little bit, but then gets annoying. And allow me to explain this. So we have a set of Pokemon that are right now increased in spawns. They're great Pokemon. The 3 top Pokemon in my personal opinion are Execute, and then we got the Chansey, and then we got the, what's the last one? I forgot, Porygon. So in no particular order, of course, but those are the 3 Pokemon which are considered the top Pokemon. Now what I'm seeing a lot of are Clefairies. Some of you guys may see a whole lot of Jigglypuffs or Executes. You know, great. What's going to be happening is, after a while, I'm talking 3-4 days into the event, people are going to get annoyed by the spawns, maybe even on day 1. I know personally I cannot touch a single Clefairy, a single Jigglypuff, or a single Lickitung anymore, because I've caught every single one of them more than 20 to 50 times already. It's doing my head in catching that Pokemon, because it's just the same thing over. And here's where I think that Niantic could have done this event a little bit differently. This is feedback, this is not bashing the event. So what I feel Niantic should have done is keep these existing Pokemon that are currently there, keep it the way it is, and then add a layer of pink Pokemon on top of the regular spawns. That would have made it far more interesting to go after these Pokemon. It would have also made role players a little bit more happy, and as a result of that, the event would be interesting throughout the entirety of the event. What they're doing right now is an exact copy of the Halloween event, and that is replacing certain Pokemon that other people like, and then replacing with Pokemon that we get tired of after a very short period of time because there's so many of them. But the reason why we keep on playing is because of double candy. We think it's a waste of time to not go after these Pokemon, despite the fact we don't really enjoy ourselves that much by seeing the same Pokemon over and over again, but do it anyway because otherwise the candy would be a waste. I think Niantic should just add another layer of Pokemon. So hopefully, if Niantic is watching this, hopefully you can take this as feedback. The second part of this event that kind of bothers me is not the egg hatching, but it's actually the lures. 6 hours is a lot. It's actually quite extreme. With 4 lures, you can fill out an entire day. I honestly feel with this particular move, and I don't mind the lures. Honestly, I don't mind the lures, but the circumstances that this is being placed, I really feel that Niantic is trying to damage control. So from my logical standing point, I think it's like I don't know how I feel. I feel kind of like there's a little bit of annoyance there, and don't get me wrong, it's just really looking from a logical standing point. But at the same time, like, well, I know for a fact it's gonna make some people happy, and I know some people will still have lures from the Christmas event, which I threw them away. But you guys get my point. I feel that Niantic at this point is damage controlling. There's no possible way that Niantic did not see our messages. We want Gen 2. It is apparent. Every single message that Niantic is putting out there is consisting of a million, exaggeration, but a lot of replies saying, when is Gen 2 coming? We want Gen 2, we need Gen 2. If Gen 2 is not going to be there, I'll be quitting Pokemon Go. Niantic knows this, and Niantic will also know that we are not going to be stopping whenever Gen 2 doesn't arrive yet. Because first and foremost, we're so much in anticipation, we cannot withstand ourselves. And the moment you actually do quit and Generation 2 drops, the chance is probably 95% that you will still play Pokemon Go or pick it up again. Because you've invested so much time into this game, it is pretty hard to throw that away. Let's be fair here. A lot of people say, hey, Pokemon Go, I'm gonna quit. I'm quitting because Gen 2 is not here. But the moment Gen 2 is there, you and your friends are going to be playing again. And the hype is most likely going to be rebuilding again. Not so much to the glorious point where it once was, but 25% of that is already very significant. So that's my point there. Niantic knows this, guys. Niantic knows this. So with that in mind, here's what I came up with. How about we start to have zero expectation from this point forward? Now this may seem very straightforward, so some of you guys out there, you're like, well, Reversal finally caught on, but honestly it took me a while to catch on to that, for several reasons. The biggest reason I feel is that I got, invested into the bigger YouTubers. I'm not blaming them, I'm blaming myself for this, but there's been a lot of videos with rants and explanations about Gen 2 and the worries about Pokemon Go dying. We've all seen the videos, right, at this point. And I myself have seen the video as well. Excuse me for my cell phone, I forgot to turn it off. I've seen those videos as well, and I've been thinking as well. And I, in fact, made a sort of indirect reply video as a result of that, sharing my thoughts and my concerns, which I should have never done. I should have thought of it from a very logical standing point. That's why I'm asking you to forget about the previous video that I made and listen to this video instead. From this point forward, I feel it's better to have no expectations about Generation 2. Because with expectations, there's going to be disappointment. And I will hold no more expectation to Generation number 2. I feel that as a content creator, it is my duty to provide you guys with content regardless. Whether it's Gen 2 or not, I shouldn't be reliant on something like Generation number 2 to come around the corner to make me be able to provide the content that I've already made. Because I've made content for Generation 1 for the past 7 months. I can do it for another 7 if I wanted to. So here's my point. Even though this is going to be affecting me continuing Pokemon Go, I'm dedicated because it's actually very simple. Out of the bigger YouTubers, I am the smallest fish. Bantam after that, then we got Trainer Tips, Mystic7, Lachlan, Lea. That's the ranking based on subscriber count. Now if I take a look at the other YouTubers, we see Bantam, 25,000 to 50,000 views every single Pokemon Go video, sometimes even 100,000. Mystic7 and Trainer Tips are within the 100,000 to 250,000 subscriber ratio, sometimes even 400,000 views. Those are insane numbers, and here I am getting 20 to 50,000 views, maybe sometimes even 100,000 if I'm lucky. Take this into consideration for me. Before Pokemon Go, every Clash Royale Boom Beach video would be getting, if I were be doing well on a video, it would be getting 10,000 views. And that already was a lot to me. Getting 20,000 views every single video, regardless of what I'm uploading about Pokemon Go, that is a lot of views. And I forgot how thankful I am for that. And for that I'm sorry. I really I feel an apology there. I guess I got comfortable, which I shouldn't have been. But, I'm not in the same league as Nick or Brandon or Ben. They just got more of an audience. And that is not to say or to sound pity, but that's just reality there. And I'm looking at my statistics and I'm like, my video views are the same, or in fact they've increased. Why should I be bothered about that Generation 2 is not going to be there? If they're going to be stopping Pokemon Go, at the end of the day, that will actually drive more traffic to my channel because I'm the smallest fish. I have nothing to lose at this point. So that means there's only one thing for me to do. Just make videos. I'm not in a position where I can branch out to other games. I tried Fire Emblem Heroes. Massive backlash. It didn't work out. We'll still be covering it. I'm gonna try to, but I don't know if it's worth it. You know, I gotta pay my rent and stuff as well, and Fire Emblem Heroes is not cutting it. I've been trying to get you guys into that, but if you guys really don't want to, I cannot force you. I can try, but there's a certain line which sets the moment like, hey, you cannot do much more than that. So I'm still gonna try, but if it really doesn't catch on, then there isn't much that I can do, right? Here's my promise to you guys. Regardless of Niantic releasing Gen 2 or not, I'm gonna be providing you guys with content. There's a bunch of ideas in the pipeline, and honestly, I'm just grateful that you guys are here. The stream that I did was really eye-opening to me. It showed that so many people in this community, even if it's 500 of you guys out there, or 5,000 or 20,000, are still interested in this content. And if the other YouTubers are, as a result of that, not that interested in Pokemon Go anymore, I still have plenty of ideas that I can, you know, bring out there. So why not play to my strengths, which is ideas, and continue to make content for you guys. That is my final verdict on Pokemon Go. Regardless of Niantic releasing Generation 2 or not, I'll be supporting Niantic because they have given me a platform to present my content to you guys. But I ask you guys to stop having expectations for Generation 2. Let it surprise you. It may be there, it may not be there. Let's just be grateful for the fact that what we got is an amazing game that brought people together, and we made amazing stories happen over the summer. There's not gonna be the same summer again in 2017, but I'm pretty sure that the summer of 2017 is still gonna be cool, with you guys hanging out with people and people being outside playing Pokemon Go, and you randomly seeing people that you wouldn't expect to see playing Pokemon Go having their phone up like this and then swiping up just like this. Let's have no expectations about Generation 2 of Pokemon Go, and just enjoy the game for what it is. I'll be sure to provide you guys with content that you guys will most likely enjoy if you guys believe in me. That's the only thing I'm asking for. If you guys enjoyed up to this point the content that I released for Pokemon Go, then I'm 100% sure that we're gonna have a lot of great funny moments, whether it be on stream, whether it be on videos. That is my honest review, or my honest opinion on Pokemon Go. I hope you guys can get something out of this. I hope this was eye-opening. I hope that you guys will stick with me and enjoy my adventure in Pokemon Go that I love to share with you guys. But most importantly, I hope that you guys will support me. That's all I'm asking for. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you watch all the way until the end, then consider leaving a like on this video because it really helps out. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. And tomorrow I'm gonna go outside, or tomorrow evening or something, I'm gonna go outside and record a little vlog for you guys. This has been Reverse for Pokemon Go. I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.